Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel, and I'm here to talk about some NFL news. Probably covered all the news from today and yesterday, since I didn't do NFL video. So, trending, hashtag Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill joke said it was teammate Cedric Wilson's fault that he fumbled against hashtag Chiefs in Germany. Hill, it's a very touchy situation, man, because I don't point fingers at nobody. At the end of the day, I got to hold on to the ball. I don't care if the man is not blocked. That's my mindset. Hill said, it's Cedric Wilson's fault, though. Nah, let me stop. Shout out my boy Said Man. V at the Cheetah Pod. I don't really think, he said it. I don't think he meant to say Cedric Wilson. I think he meant to say it was Smythe's fault. Smythe might have just messed up his assignment he had. It was a great play design, just, kind of messed up the play design. I think it's just kind of some clickbait from Dolph Clean, which is kind of normal for him. So now we want to go over the lowest pass ratings allowed by the safeties and cornerbacks entering week 10, so let's get into it. Kirby Joseph, Geno Stone, this is all in order by the way, 1 through 10. Rudy Ford, Kyle Hamilton, Rayshon Jenkins, Jason Pennick, Julian Blackman, Telonia Hufanga, Jabril Peppers, and Andre Cisco are your top 10 on this list. Geno Stone's a lockdown safety this year, man. And also Kirby Joseph's that guy, he's really underrated. Now let's go to the corners. Paulson Adebo, Deron Bland, Amik Robertson, Martin Emerson, Denzel Ward, Jalen Johnson, Mike Hilton, Akilla Weatherspoon, LeJerry Sneed, and Darius Williams is your top 10 for the cornerbacks, passer rating allowed. Crazy how half these guys are insanely underrated. Like Paulson Adebo, Deron Bland, Martin Emerson, Denzel Ward, they have 2 lockdown corners through Cleveland. Adebo's a beast, man. So, update. Both hashtag Bengals starting wide receivers T. Higgins and Jamar Chase were not at practice today, according to Kelsey L. Conway. So, it looks like they could possibly be out. It's going to be Tyler Boyd. Let's maybe see if they can win that game. The Texans can have a chance to win this football game here with the injuries. Because, update, hashtag Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins is expected to be out on week 10 against hashtag Texans per rep sheet. He's dealing with a hamstring injury. Wide receiver Jamar Chase, he did return to practice, but he was limited in practice. So I think it's going to be up to Tyler Boyd. It might be a Tyler Boyd legacy game. T. Higgins is probably going to be out with the hamstring, and Jamar Chase could play. There's a chance, but yeah. So per your report, the NFL had fined a player $50,000 for faking a concussion this season, according to the NFLPA's J.C. Shredder. The fine was appealed later on. It was recited in full. It's a kind of bad look for the NFL. Fining players is not like the best way to incentivize self-reporting. They need to dial back fines for everything. It's like shit's crazy, dude. Like, I feel like some refs or something needs to be fined. Like, if that's the case, they need to fine the medical staff and not the players. Like, why are you fining the players? Like, fine the medical staff. Like, why would someone fake a concussion? Like, it's stupid. So, I remember when Josh McDaniels got fired? Well, there was a Purdy report. The primary issues that led the hashtag Raiders to fire head coach Josh McDaniels are quote people skills and culture. Per at J Fowler ESPN. From the report, people skills and culture were primary issues and ones that essentially plagued McDaniels in 2 coaching stops. It also has that players felt overworked in some cases as well. Well, and not being a good head coach, I mean, we knew these things were issues before he was hired, but yet they still hired him, and they paid him all that money when he hired him. Now, still have to owe that money after they fired him. It's crazy. So the NFL sack leaders entering week 10, as Daniel Hunter with 10, Max Crosby with 9.5, TJ Watt, Myles Garrett each with 9.5, Khalil Mack, Josh Allen each with 9, Kayvon Thibodeau with 8.5, Trey Hendrickson with 8, Michael Parsons, Hassan Reddick, and Justin Matabuke each with 7.5, Leonard Floyd with 7, 6.5 for each, 6.5 each for Montez Sweat, Joey Bosa, and Josh Sweat, and then 6 each for Bradley Chubb, Jonathan Grenard, George Karlaftis, and Boye Mafe. So that's your top 10 sack leaders. Max Crosby needs to talk about more how elite he is. The dude's so elite. So, ESPN listed the best chance to win the Super Bowl, but the best chance to win the Super Bowl for some teams, like the contenders: Chiefs at 19%, Eagles at 18%, Ravens at 15%, 49ers at 14%, Dolphins at 9%, and the Cowboys at 7%. The top 6 via ESPN. So, Steelers running back Najee Harris was talking about wide receiver George Pickens after Pickens' recent social media activity, which includes following the Steelers and QB Kenny Pickett posting, quote, "For me, quote, I was just telling him in the middle of the game that you've got to keep your composure. I was telling GP, it's okay, there's nothing wrong being frustrated. It's just how you handle things. I was just telling him in the middle of the game, too, that you have to keep your composure." This guy really deleted his QB from social media. If he knew how to keep his feet in bounds, he could have had a touchdown in this game, but no. It's just kind of weird. He just got frustrated for some reason. Kind of being a crybaby, showing he's kind of selfish. Did you see that clip where Deontay Johnson got that touchdown? He was just walking off the field looking frustrated. Kind of showing he's not a team player right there, in my opinion. So an update, hashtag Chiefs, Travis Kelce is reportedly flying to Argentina during the bye week to visit Taylor Swift during her Era Tour via @People. The Chiefs don't play until week 11 against hashtag Eagles, following their game in Germany versus hashtag Dolphins, so Kelce has some free time. Okay. What does this have to do with football? Come on. So trending, hashtag Vikings QB. Josh Dobbs explained how hard it was understanding the offense only 5 days after arriving to the team. It's like if you were taking AP Spanish all year, you show up on Wednesday and someone told you have an AP French exam on Saturday. That's what was going on out there. Can't even know the full names of most of his teams, but still ended up scoring more than 30 points against the hashtag Falcons, leading them to a win. He also won Player of the Week honors. I want to see him continue to start somewhere else. I think he's earned it with how he's played this year. It's an interesting analogy, but that's a true leader right there. Update. 78-year-old, longtime NFL broadcaster Al Michaels is not retiring and will return for 2024 via Andrew Marchand. As far as I'm concerned, I'm doing next year. There's no question about that in my mind. There's little question Al Michaels has been one of the best at his job over his long career and deserves fans' respect despite some recent slip-ups. Well, I mean, did they really think he was going to retire? I mean, he's a legend, so, I mean, I didn't think he's going to retire yet. Sometimes, I don't know. I don't really care for him, to be honest. So, hashtag Bucks cornerback agrees that the defense looks like the worst secondary in football, saying we played like dog crap. Bucks Hall of Famer Rondé Barber said that about the team after Texans rookie C.J. Stroud had nearly 500 yards on them with 5 TDs. Davis agrees. Full quote: "It would only hit home if it wasn't true, but it's true, right? We play like dog crap. That's a performance that you have a nightmare about. It's like a nightmare come true. So anything concerning our performance negatively, probably it's right." Well, I don't know. The defense looked completely trash, which sucks because I haven't been freaking fantasy on defense. So, congratulations to Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Got married to his longtime fiancée, Kata Vaccaro. She is the sister of former Saints first-round pick safety Kenny Vaccaro. They've been engaged since 2021. Congratulations to Mr. Tyreek Hill. So, Eagles center Jason Kelce was named selected as one of the People's Magazine's quote sexiest men alive finals for 2023. He's joined by Timothy Chalamet, Jamie Foxx, Lenny Kravitz, Usher, and Pedro Pascal. They should win, honestly. And Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce was named sexiest athlete by People Magazine. He beat out Bengals Joe Burrow, Formula One's Lewis Hamilton, and MLB's Shohei Ohtani. No chance that happens without Taylor Swift. Should have been Joe Burrow, to be honest. Just saying, Joe Burrow. Yeah, I'm not saying much more. The Raiders have signed former Steelers, Lions, Bears, and Brandon Staley and Jesse James to their practice squad per the team. I forgot he was even still in the league. Lions running back David Montgomery was a full participant for Wednesday's practice with his rib injury. Montgomery rushed for 6 TDs in 5 games earlier this season, but missed time with his injury. Sounds like he could be right back to action soon. Oh boy, can't wait for him to get all the touches from Jahmyr Gibbs after Jahmyr Gibbs had a career game against the Raiders in the Lions' last game. So the Bears have cut former Patriots Raiders safety Deron Harmon and former Commanders cornerback Greg Stroman. I forgot Deron Harmon was still in the league. So Titans QB Ryan Tannehill talked about being benched for rookie Will Levis. I've never been in this situation before, so it hits hard, but it's a situation I'm in, so I've got to walk through it. Yeah, better get used to it, buddy. So Ravens linebacker Roquan Smith on being traded from the Bears, man, it makes me so happy just knowing my career's not going down the drain. Full quote, man, it's pretty crazy thinking back to when I was initially traded. It was bittersweet for me, just knowing Chicago, and rightfully so. If I would have stayed there, honestly, I wouldn't have been able to compete for a title anytime soon. Man, it makes me so happy just knowing my career's not going down the drain in the sense of playing somewhere where I'm not truly competing for a title. I think it's gonna be the Ravens' year. They have one of the best defenses in the league, and he's not wrong. If he was with the Bears, he's not gonna have as good of a chance to win the Super Bowl. So per report, the Jaguars and Ravens were both, quote, in on trading for defensive end Chase Young prior to the 49ers offering a 3rd-round pick, which is what the Commanders ultimately took. So Jaguars and Ravens were both in. Man, imagine if the Ravens got freaking Chase Young, how stacked that defensive line would be. So, Eagles starting linebacker Nakobe Dean is expected to be placed on injured reserve with a Lisfranc sprain, per Mike Garofalo and Ian Rappaport. And he's injured again, man. Nakobe Dean's just been kind of injury-prone to start his career. So, per report, ex-Raiders GM Dave Ziegler was against signing QB Jimmy Garoppolo this offseason and tried to talk Josh McDaniels out of it via SNL. McDaniels pushed to sign Garoppolo and gave him a $72.75 million contract, but Ziegler reportedly said it would be a, quote, terrible decision. Dave and Josh disagreed on the lot per the report. Turns out Ziegler was right, as Garoppolo leads the NFL with 9 INTs despite playing 6 games and has already been benched for rookie QB Aidan O'Connell. Dude seriously did the same thing in Vegas that he did with Denver. He just never learned from his mistakes. So the Vikings have designated star wide receiver Justin Jefferson to return from injured reserve, but designated him to return doesn't mean he'll play this week, but just having him back in practice is a positive sign. The Texans have designated former 3rd overall pick cornerback Derek Stingley to return from injured reserve per the team. He's really good when he's healthy. He just needs to, stay healthy. Giants confirmed that undrafted rookie Tommy DeVito will start week 10 against #Cowboys. Good Lord, that defense is gonna face the Cowboys defense. Most INTs thrown entering week 10, Josh Allen with 9, Mac Jones with 9, Sam Howell with 9, Jimmy Garoppolo with 9 in 6 games, Patrick Mahomes with 8, Jalen Hurts with 8, Jordan Love with 8, Bryce Young with 7, 2 with 7, Geno Smith with 7, Matthew Stafford with 7. QB play's kind of been terrible this year, I'm not going to lie. The Cardinals have designated running back James Conner to return from injured reserve, part of the team. In your NFC and AFC Players of the Week for Week 9, in NFC QB, Josh Dobbs, defense, Paulson Debo, and punter, Trace Way. AFC offense quarterback, CJ Stroud, cornerback, Kenny Moore, and wide receiver punt returner, Darius Davis for special teams. And J.C. Jackson will have a, quote, mental reset and is not expected to travel with the team to Germany to play the Colts in Week 10 per Mike Ruffalo and Ian Rappaport. So that's all I'm saying to next month. Peace.